There was once a time when you could only read about the most beautiful places in China through the pages of a National Geographic magazine. China was a far-off, mythical land. However, easy and speedy travel has changed this narrative. For example, a flight from the US to China is only 14 hours long, which seriously beats an endless boat ride around the world. Number 1 is outrageous, so watch till the end to find out. Today, I am going to show you top 10 beautiful places in China. Before the video begins, please give it a like, and if you want to see more, please subscribe to the channel and let us know in the comments which country you want to see next. Now let's begin. 10. Xiamen. All throughout China, beauty abounds, and that's no different for Xiamen City. Oftentimes, Xiamen is known as the Garden on the Sea, sitting on China's southeastern coast. Xiamen is also the home to some of China's magnificent Hakka houses. The Hakka houses, also known as Fujian are known to house hundreds of people, and they provide shelter, safety, and communal warmth. Aside from the Fujian being World Heritage Sites, these houses can also be seen in Disney's Mulan. 9. Tibet. Tibet is endlessly beautiful. With the nickname of Roof of the World, visitors can experience beautiful landscapes as far as the eye can see. Because Tibet sits on Earth's highest plateau, all of its features are so grand that they humble any visitor. And with elevations over 4,000 feet, the views are glistening in warm mountain light, which makes for a phenomenal golden hour. While traveling, you'll see turquoise lakes and sweeping plains dotted with nomadic tents and yaks. But what makes Tibet one of the most beautiful places in China is the spirituality. Because of Tibet, or rather the autonomous region of China, as a Mecca for Buddhists, and its rich and magnificent prayer halls and monasteries. 8. Yellow Mountains. Among the most beautiful mountain ranges in China are the Yellow Mountains, which rise above the clouds of Anhui Province. They are also known as the Huangshan Mountain, a name that translates to Yellow Mountains. The mountain's landscape is the inspiration for many Chinese traditional paintings. With so many beautiful places in China, the Yellow Mountains stand out because of their 4 natural wonders. Across the range, visitors can find jagged granite peaks, fluffy clouds, streaming hot springs, and haunting towers of trees. But the pines steal the show with creative names to match their curious shapes. 7. Qiandao Lake. Qiandao Lake in Zhejiang is also the Thousand Island Lake. It's an artificial water reservoir made to accommodate a hydroelectric station on the Jinan River and supplement the Three Gorges power station on the Yangtze. In order to pave the way for creation of the Qiandao Lake, residents living on the 50,000 acres around the river had to relocate to other regions. The cities would have been forgotten, but divers found them in the lake's depths after 50 years. Today, tourists can dive under the lake and experience the otherworldly beauty of the ancient submerged towns. However, Qiandao Lake's main attraction is the 1,078 tiny and beautiful islands that float on its waters. 6. Yangshuo. One of the most photographed places in China is Yangshuo. That being said, no matter how incredible the photos, they always fall short of the epic grace that you find on an actual visit. Yangshuo sits by the Li River in southern China and is about 2,000 kilometers away from Beijing. It is one of the most beautiful places in China and an excellent getaway from the loud cities. Yangshuo's splendor rises from the beautiful and tranquil fields surrounded by some of the most captivating karst peaks. The unspoiled China scenery is iconic and a subject of many an artist's painting. But if you really want to see the sights, grab a bike. On a bike, travelers can immerse themselves in the limestone hill-specked lands via the many narrow pathways, go through the rice fields past the irrigation canals, and find calming ponds filled with pink water lilies, and emerald hills. 5. Echoing Sand Mountain. The Echoing Sand Mountain, also known as Mingsha, is one of the most wondrous places in China. Some of its otherworldly attractions include its singing sands and a sweet, refreshing crescent lake right in the middle of the desert setting. The Echoing Sand Mountain is part of the Gobi Desert. These dunes can rise as high as 800 feet and stretch along the ancient Silk Road in the northwest region of China. But when it's windy, they produce an eerie sound as the winds blow over the magnificent dunes. 4. Yuanyang Rice Terraces. The Yuanyang rice terraces on the slopes of the Ailao Mountains are not easy to get to, but they should be on every traveler's bucket list as one of the most famous places in China. Despite the difficulty of the terrain, the Han turned the mountainous region into a work of art, earning a skillful sculptor title from the Ming Dynasty. The Yuanyang rice terraces cover close to 12,500 hectares, and you will find them on altitudes as high as 6,500 feet above sea level. What makes Yuanyang rice terraces one of the most beautiful places in China is not just the ingenuity of the Han people, but also the gorgeous greenery of the rice paddies in full bloom. 3. Jiuzhaigou Valley. Jiuzhaigou is magical and inimitable. It is no surprise that Jiuzhaigou is widely considered one of the most beautiful places in China. The valley's charm lies in its colorful lakes, the multi-level waterfalls, and fairy tale snow-capped mountains, not to mention it's extremely peaceful. And with crystal clear water, the scenery is mirrored onto the lakes, giving Jiuzhaigou a mystical feel. For the best views of the ever-changing colors, visit the park in autumn, because it is the time that the lakes become an arena of rainbow hues, and waterfalls set in the dense forest have clear white streams that look like looms weaving silk as they fall over the rocky beds. 2. Dongchuan Red Land. Dongchuan Red Land near Kunming is a backpacker's and a photographer's paradise. Spanning as far as the eye can see, the red terraced lands in Dongchuan district leave you in awe. Throughout the region, farming villages till the red soil and plant their crops, and the Dongchuan Red Land truly shines as one of the most beautiful places in China when the crops bloom. The farmers' golden buckwheat, green barley, and the wild white flowers all contrast against the red soils, ultimately creating a palette of color that is the envy of many an artist. From a distance, the white clouds and the blue sky of the hilly region frame the Dongchuan Red Land to resemble a watercolor painting, which attracts the many videographers. Visit the Dongchuan Red Land region when the crops are in bloom, bathing the area with a rich range of colors. 1. Zhangjiajie. Zhangjiajie, a prefecture in Hunan province, is more than one of the most beautiful places in China. Along with the beautiful views, Zhangjiajie is a city, a national park, and one of the most popular destinations in northwest China. After the release of James Cameron's Avatar, Zhangjiajie's beauty caught the entire world's attention. So very different from the smog and dust-ridden cities, Zhangjiajie is a natural, luscious green beauty and an almost magical feel. The national park is China's first national park and lies within the larger Wulingyuan scenic area. Zhangjiajie is a UNESCO World Natural Heritage Site and has forest coverage. Inside Zhangjiajie are thousands of rock tower cliffs, making it one of the best muses for traveling photographers. And you can't pass up the Zhangjiajie Glass Bridge. Thank you for watching, and please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and enable post alerts to view more of our future videos. After saying that, keep watching our videos and I'll speak with you in the next one.